matter of fact though, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this, how about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take things slow, slow. And that's why we need to let some things go.
Alright guys, Ian Anderson and Peter Martin, Central Coast Disc Golf. We're again super lucky to be joined by Steve Clayfaugh. Say what's up,
right
Steve.
On.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
And we're back out for the Round 2 Flying Eagle Open Part 2. And this course, tell me the name again, Steve.
Yeah, so we're on the back half here, and similar, like I said, to Gypsum Creek, we kind of get into the teeth of the course, a little bit more elevation, a little bit more distance. River comes into play on a handful of holes, so that coupled with the wind is going to be a little bit extra challenge for these guys to finish out Round 2.
Right on. Cool. So is the river a disc stealer, or can you get them back most of the time?
It is, and this time of year, late September, it's way, way lower than it is, say late spring, early summer when we got the snow melt running.
Uh-huh.
So, if you see a shot go in that's kind of on the edge, at this time of year, that's something that's going to be halfway down to Glenwood Springs in about 5 minutes in June. So yeah, it's a little lazier this time of year, but definitely still is a factor.
Nice. Well, Joe, as you can see, still holding on to that lead that he established in the first round. And we're starting off on hole 10, Steve.
Hole 10, mostly open, but with an OB line that runs all the way down the right-hand side with the basket tucked up about 25 feet away from it. So backhand hyzers, you're carrying OB the whole way down, and right-hand forehands are fading towards the OB, so tough one to access, even though it's not the longest hole.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Joe is going thumber, which he has a fantastic thumber.
Yeah, and that's a good strategy, because it just comes straight down, and you're not really flirting with that OB.
Yeah, even if you do go OB, you're throwing from where you went. OB, not re-teeing.
Exactly.
Like the backhand line. Got
Joel with a good forehand. Yep.
Thank you.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit long. And JC, that mean stash. That plays.
And you got the unfortunate wind action on the ground. It just kind of took it away from the basket.
Dang, that thing just sailed.
Yep. Yeah, it's right to left from here, so you're gonna kind of see it right here. It just steals this one right out of the air and sends it flying.
Get that flight plate exposed to the wind and crazy things happen.
Yeah, it goes places.
Mm-hmm.
Put up kind of high too.
Yeah. So looking at his second shot right here, finished pin high, but still has a lot of work left to do.
Yeah, it's a tough one to run with that OB line right behind the basket.
Not too true. JC also finished pin high left, a little bit closer. He ran it. He stayed in there, right?
Yeah, he's good.
And Joel for 2 into a headwind. It looks like.
Just a little off.
Yeah. And Joe for a stroke on the card.
Right where we left off.
Wow. Nice.
Not the first time that's
Cannon.
happened. Yeah. That was a tough headwind putt too.
Yeah, no doubt.
Those flags whipping. Played it perfectly. So clean it from JC, and Joel will do the same. And done. And everybody card apart except for Joe. 7
Extended
strokes.
that lead.
He's not fooling around. Pretty good race for a second though with the rest of the gang there. And we're on to hole 11.
This one's a fun one. You can see we're throwing right at the river here, and it's on kind of a little peninsula tucked in those trees. Straight left of the basket is an inlet for that ditch that we were playing on the first half of the course.
Mm-hmm.
So water left, and then the ditch runs underneath the landing area and comes out on the right, so you got danger on the right as well.
Wow. So it looks like it really guards the backhand line with those
Definitely
trees.
does. Yeah, you can try to punch through those trees, but if you get cut up in there, there's really not a lot of looks from inside of that stuff.
Yeah. So Joe went thumber. Look like did it push a little farther left than he wanted?
Went pretty far. It didn't go in the water, but it was pretty close.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's going to be long on that one.
Got some bushes in his way too. So.
Word. Joel. Forehand? Ooh.
Kind of low there.
Kind of just got
I just didn't get that one up.
knocked out of the air. That right to left with the the forehand hyzer. Should be like up and down. See if JC can get a thumber in there. Looks like he made the wind adjustment.
Not bad.
Oh my god.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Precision.
He's just throwing darts out there.
To be that good with a overhand and then that accurate too is just amazing.
Yeah, especially in the wind, because you know your flight plate's super exposed in the wind with an overhand. Oh wow, Jeff just barely stayed in.
Yeah, I think you got a little friendly kick off that rock right there.
Yeah, looked like it. Joel, I gotta imagine he's just pitching up for a 3 here. Pretty scary run.
Yeah, there's plenty of thick bushes back there that'll stop you from going in the water, but if you punch into those at all, it's a tough lookout.
Word. And should be able to card a par from there. And Jeff has a decent look at the 2. A little headwind putt. I don't know how guarded it is by those trees.
Yeah, it's actually pretty calm right there, and I think he took advantage of that.
Yeah, definitely. Great putt.
Very nice.
Oh, wow.
Very close there.
Joe a little long left. And
Ooh. It's a basket.
still almost made it. A little bit of a nasty rollout. JC with just an absolute tap in.
Beauty.
Nice work, man.
Didn't roll too far over there.
Yeah. Some shrubs to stop it. Joe's putt, man. I don't know what it is, but it just always wants to bounce back out.
And somehow it seems to always stay in. So.
Yeah, that's true. Unless you're at the bloom.
Stop reminding me, guys.
Yeah. I'm such a jerk. 2 birdies there from Jeff and JC taking us to hole 12.
This is one that's right on the edge of the water. You see it here, and wide open gap here too. So the popular route to this is right hand forehand, but you really got to manage that skip. You got to put it out nice and wide so that you're not flaring out into the water.
Sure. Or a thumber.
Yeah,
JC and Joe are on the card.
Ooh. Like that low thumber with a skip and a roll forward. That's cool.
Wow.
You think he meant to do that?
I think so, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think so.
He'd tell you yes. I'm sure he would.
Jeff taking the backhand line. Seems like the safe line.
It's doable, but with a tailwind, it's just so hard to get it to hug that brush on the right-hand side and get all the way to the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. Hard to carry that turnover. Joe showing off the thumber as well.
He keeps up with JC on those ones.
He does, doesn't he? He's in the bushes. We'll see what kind of look he has coming out of there. And Joel showing off that forehand he's got. Puts it out nice and high. Hoping to negate a skip. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a tough break.
Yeah.
Just didn't get it wide enough.
Yeah, at least he gets it back.
At least if you're scaring the basket on that, you're getting your circle 3 pretty easy.
Yeah, true.
I was just about to say that, yeah.
Just to make the comebacker. Jeff's up. Gets knocked down by the basket pretty closely. Joe has a fun look for it too.
Some foliage in the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, even with that stance, I could tell he really wanted that one.
Yep. Joe kind of wants them all.
Right?
Yep. Because he knows he can make them. And JC from just a little bit closer, but a lot cleaner line. Worst result. Gets a kind of a nasty bounce off the cage there.
Stayed dry, though.
He did. Yep. Barely. Joel for a circle 3. Yeah. Not too bad.
Nice RC.
Yeah, so I'll put in a par after they get wet. And JC coming back towards the basket for his par.
I like how it's just cold enough to wear a headband, but he's totally fine in shorts. You know he's from Colorado.
Gotta keep
Yeah,
those...
the sun kind of came out from the morning round, but it was still chilly out there, especially with that wind picking up.
Yeah, you lose a lot of heat through your ears, Peter.
It's science.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's almost half of your heat comes out your ears. JC knows what's up. Hole 13, Steve. It's a bomber.
Yeah, big par 3, slight uphill all the way to the basket with kind of a backstop behind it. This one is gettable, but you really got to mash it out there to get close to the circle's edge. You see a lot of people actually put throw-ins in here because you do have that backstop.
Okay.
So as long as you just get out there in the fairway, 3 is a good score, 2 is a bonus.
Yeah, I would not need the backstop on my drive. Throw that out there. JC with a rare backhand.
Yeah, and he makes it work this time.
Wow.
Really good carry out on this.
Big Anheuser flex.
Yeah.
Yep.
Loved it. That was good. Right on line, too.
Mm-hmm.
See if Jeff can match JC's mash. Pretty clean pull.
Yep. Yeah, this is another fun hole to watch these guys play on because you just see what their strategy is for that max distance, and it seems to be different, from player to player.
Yeah, definitely. The big flex shot or hyzer flips or whatnot.
Mm-hmm. It is a little, just slightly uphill, kind of, right? You're kind of playing up a little.
Yeah.
Incline there.
Yeah. Well, Joe will have a look, but still not
If it
super
wasn't
close.
quite as windy as it is right now, you'd see some guys throw rollers, I'm sure, as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Joel, I have an extra coat.
Joel with the mash getting a little more turn than he wants, but
Yeah, kind of wide out there.
should be able to get up and down from there.
Yeah, good D, just a little off to the right.
Let's see if Jeff can get up and down for his 3.
Went a lot further than.
Oh, no.
Try.
Wow.
Yeah, we got some variable terrain on this course.
Yeah.
You can't, nothing's assured once that disc hits the ground.
Hitting iron grass leaf right there or something like. Just kicked her right back.
Jump putt.
Ugh.
JC.
Good bit.
Yep. And we got Joel. Little forehand up.
Ooh.
Dang.
That just looked good all the way.
Yeah, had it on 2 axis. Here we got Jeff. Looks like just inside the circle for his par. Gonna be taking a bogey most likely.
Yeah, that was tough, straight back into that headwind.
Yeah, huh? As Joe cleaning up his par. Nice work. Gotta feel pretty decent about a 3 on this one. I don't think you're losing strokes to anybody really.
Always drinking.
Joe's feeling spry today. He's feeling spry.
I'd feel pretty spry too if I was crushing everyone by 8 strokes or whatever
Right.
it is. Yeah.
Well, that next tee sign is supposed to be hanging from the basket. I think they had a rodeo out here a couple weeks before, and I think
that's
somebody trailer out there just literally stole our ties off of it
Really?
and set it on top of the basket. Yeah.
What the deuce? Rodeo people, man. Something like that. Alright. There. Yeah, everybody else tapping in. Jeff with a little bogey on that one. You're not feeling bad about a 3 at all.
No, 3 is pretty standard.
Yeah, and Joe's just barely holding on with a 7-stroke lead. And hole 14. Ooh, it's a tight one, Steve.
Yeah, this is a great hole. We got a nice little kind of wooded quarter that we throw down here. Double Mando, one on the right, one on the left. So you're forced to take the center gap here. You can't go hyzer left or hyzer right. And plenty of guardian trees all the way down the fairway.
Yeah. I was going to say how JC can't throw a thumber, but
Proved you wrong.
he sure proved me. Oh my god.
Yeah, he just gets some bad luck here and rolls all the way out.
I was really close at one point. Just didn't stay there. That was a great shot, though.
Yeah.
Looks like Joe. Ooh.
Good
Danced her out.
turn out of that.
Yeah. He's going to hang out with JC, it looks like. Different throw, similar results. Joel going forehand?
This is the more traditional line. This kind of suits the shape of the fairway.
Yeah, sure.
He just gets a little bit too much of it off to the left and gets caught up.
Is that trouble short left, or is he going to be able to save?
Yeah, he's about halfway down the fairway.
Okay.
There's a the big Mando tree on the left-hand side. I think he just skirted by it, but hit some of that brush.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And Jeff is right in the wheelhouse right there. That was a great shot.
Yeah, should have a great putt. So here is Joel finishing short left. See if he can do a little up and down action.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, great up. So JC coming back to the basket. They dressed exactly the same. This
Right.
round.
Standing right next to each other. They're running right next to each other.
They both throw thumbers. Cut me some slack,
Horrible.
guys. Yeah. Here's Joe for his look. Looks to be about 45, 50. He's got a
Yeah,
bar.
there's some hanging branches pretty much right in those guys' eye line. It's kind of a tough one to get to from there.
Yeah, you really gotta get close on this one, have a clean look.
Yep.
And Jeff did exactly that.
Mm-hmm.
Got a stroke on Joe, taking that lead down to 6. After JC cleans up his par. And Joel and Joe will do the same. Everyone's name starts with a J.
I noticed that actually. Yeah, even in the there was Josh in the first round.
Yep.
Really?
Keep that in mind, potential players. If your name starts with a J, you're going to do well at the FEO.
They kill it. Maybe that was Eagle's problem in the first round, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Hole 15, Steve.
This is the best look on the entire course. Obviously, it's
really
just
cool.
beautiful off the tee, elevated tee pad with the river all down the left-hand side playing OB. And really tough with this right to left crosswind. If you're throwing backhand, you turn it over right, it's going to get sucked right down. And if you show that bottom of the flight plate at all, it's just going to get right over into the river.
Oh, man. So Jeff's pull after that birdie.
On a calm day, that is parked. But it just showed the top of that flight plate to the wind. It just sucked it right down.
Sure did. I was wondering if JC was going to thumber it, but the answer is usually yes.
Ooh, I think it hit something maybe.
That's going to be safe, but he's going to be in some rough stuff back there.
Okay. And Joe's going to show off the backhand. That's an Annie that's going to do what you said it would, Steve.
Yep. Yeah, and Joel here has kind of got the benefit of seeing everybody else throw it.
Yep. Sometimes it's not always bad to be in the back of the box.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, just made that gap.
It looks
Yeah,
good
there's
though,
some
right?
trees right there. Skirts it. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Wow, that is, yeah. Yeah, with that wind, it seems like a really tough park job. You can get pin high, but doing what Joel did not look easy. Looks like Joe was just pitching up for a par. Jeff came up quite a bit short.
Yeah.
Here he is for a 2. Gonna be taking a 3. And then JC from the woods, stretching one out.
Yeah, it's rough with the awkward stance and straight into that headwind.
Oh, that's true. He got a little headwind
Almost
lift.
kinda
He did not
guaranteed to lift it up, yeah.
Exactly. Good putt from Joel, stroking the card.
Yeah, cash is in.
That's a good one to get. Don't see everyone getting that one.
Mm-mm.
JC makes a good putt for his par. Joe will most likely be doing the same.
There you go.
Yeah. And Jeff coming back for his. Should be no worries. There it is. A nice birdie from Joel. Joe still holding on by 6. But Joel taking the gap for second place down to 1 over thanks to Jeff. Hole 16.
Crawling his way back in.
Yeah. What are we doing here, buddy?
So another mostly open shot, slight uphill all the way. You've got this one little guardian tree though, right before the basket, which if you come up anywhere on the right-hand side is going to be right in your putt.
Uh-huh.
So you're trying to get it out there and kind of finish a little left, but not too far left in those other bushes.
Okay. Joel taking one from back of the box to front of the box. See if you can get it in there.
Oh.
Ooh, good drive.
It seems like even if you do hit that tree, probably pretty close at that point too.
Yeah, it's really just kind of edge of the circle and farther out that you're really going to get in trouble with it.
Oh.
And Jeff just getting that ground action today.
Yeah.
Catching some tough breaks.
Coming up just a little bit short. And JC thumbering it. Play that Nuke OS.
Yeah, that's definitely his go-to.
Yeah. I think it goes real far. Nice.
Seems to always get that positive roll too.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? 390-foot thumber. Pretty bananas. Joe mashing out a really solid-looking backhand. Wow.
Ooh, very nice.
Looks good. Jeff will be up first with his second shots, and he's got that tree right in the way.
Yep, right in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Huh?
almost got some help from it.
Yeah, exactly. Joel with a pretty good look at it too here. Now he wants it. Get 2 in a row right here. Nice.
Solid putt.
Yeah, he's been managing those tailwind putts all around.
Yeah.
Get it nice and high and letting it drop right in.
Exactly. Give it a little extra oomph. And JC getting treed right here. See if we can sneak it around.
Got it.
Yeah. A little bit of shrubbery action, but fought through well. And Joe should be making this one. Take that lead back up to 7, and I believe Joel just tied Jeff for second.
Yep, I think Jeff had the only par on there.
2 holes left to go in the round, but one more after that. And there is Joe's 7-stroke lead, 20 down. It's pretty good.
Cruising.
Yep. After what, 34 holes? That's birdieing over half the holes.
Not bad.
Pretty gross. Hole 17.
So this one, pretty wide open, slightly elevated basket. That bike path from the right plays OB and across, and then you've got this big berm on the left-hand side, and with this left to right wind, it really is a toss-up as to what the effect it's going to have on your disc is. You'll see, 2 shots in a row that look exactly the same and have different results. And I think Joel was just kind of trying to go really stable and take the wind factor out of it and just kind of sawed it off a little bit.
Yeah. That left to right might have helped him get to the ground a little quicker, too.
Yeah.
On a hyzer. JC going thumber. Oh,
Beautiful shot.
Goodness.
Making it look easy.
Joe going backhand. Trying to throw it flat.
Yeah, you just, you feel like the wind is going to take it left to right,
Wow.
and sometimes it just disappears
No,
when it's rolling over that berm, yeah.
Quite a bit long left. A little opening for Jeff to get a stroke here on Joe. Looks good if it skips. Oh, man.
Anti-skip.
Yeah, just not getting that favorable ground action.
Yeah, just hit a random pebble and it went the wrong way. Whoa. I think just went straight. Had absolutely no fade.
That's a smart move by Joe right there. You can see right here where Jeff's putting from.
Oh, wow,
it's
yeah.
big downhill beyond the basket.
Just down a
From
little bit.
Oh.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Well, hopefully we can make this one. Good
Yeah.
putt, sir.
It's good focus.
It was. Joe. Oh my God, again.
As JC flinches in the background.
My heart can't take this anymore. There's a Joel cleaning up, and JC, I want to say the lone birdie right here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Really well done. Yeah, there it is. Getting the stroke on everybody, and Jeff and Joel remain tied. Joe keeping that 7 strokes. That's good.
Really tight there, right
Yeah.
behind him.
Definitely. A hole 18, Steve.
This is a really fun finishing hole. It's an island green across this driveway and left of this parking lot.
Okay.
Pretty tight island, especially on the right-hand side and short of the basket. It is safe short and left of the parking lot and driveway as well, but these guys are obviously going to be attacking the green.
Yeah, not short for an island hole either. 285.
No, you definitely got to get it there. You do see a lot of shots come up short in that driveway OB.
Wow. JC,
Spot on.
man.
He's got that thing working.
That's disgusting.
Dropped it right down on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Joel going forehand. He likes that quite a lot. Ooh.
Pretty wide.
Wind
Yeah,
action
it's
there?
going to end up out of bounds.
It just didn't want to fade.
Nope.
Looking for more stability there.
Yeah. Joe going thumber after watching JC do it. Anything you can do,
Wow.
I can do almost as good.
Pretty similar result.
Yeah. Because nobody throws thumbers better than JC. Ooh, Jeff skipping on
Very
the
nice.
island.
Yeah, that's right there. So drop zone on this one for all OB, so
Okay.
he gets to move up the fairway a little bit.
You could almost throw this in, but probably not very
Ooh.
often.
Seen it done.
Yeah?
Windy day like today, though, it's pretty tough.
Yeah. So there's Joe for the finish with a 2. Taking the...
Looked like Joel was expecting the wind to push it a little bit more too.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right, huh? Yeah, pushed his drive, but not his upshot.
Solid finish for Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps that momentum.
I think, was he 21 down now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whew.
Pretty good. A good putt from Jeff there. Alright, here's Joel for the 4. And JC with another thumber drop in.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad.
And
it is.
work right there. Yeah, Joe 21 down, Jeff 7 back. Joel lost a couple right there. But JC moving in the 3rd.
Yep.
Pretty good
Yeah,
race.
really solid round for these guys, especially managing that win. They'll get some rest tonight and come back and play the long layout at Gypsum Creek again tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Back on the golf course.
Yeah, that should be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that the same card, Peter, or are we anybody moving around?
Get a little mix-up on Sunday.
Got is James Kelly moved up?
Yep.
Is that right? Instead of
Jim will be up there.
Joel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we still have JC and Jeff Bryk.
Yep.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for round 2. Steve, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Times, yeah. Always fun to have your insight. You do a fantastic job with this, man. Really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, love
Yeah,
it.
thank you, Steve, for having me out too. It was super fun and it was a great tournament.
Cool.
Yeah, you guys, you and Dre were pretty incredible out there. We're happy to have you guys.
Oh, such a blast.
Cool. Well, we'll do it again. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next one.
Sounds good.
Take care. Later.
Cut.